largest opposition now being the NDC. The leadership of that particular party, the NDC, is urging President Akufo-Addo to call to order supporters of the NPP who are engaging in violent takeover of key government agencies and installations. The party's rank and file is a warning of reprisal attacks if attacks on the NDC members working at the various government agencies are not halted.
We consider this act unacceptable as it represents interference by a political party in the work of a state institution and also a clear threat to law and order. Is Nana Akufo-Addo saying he is not aware of the ghoulish conduct of his invisible forces? Or is it true that what we are hearing, that the invisible forces are working with the tacit approval of their boss, Nana Akufo-Addo? The beastly conduct of Nana Akufo-Addo's invisible forces will no longer be countenanced. We are calling on civil society, religious bodies, the media, and the international community not to blame the NDC if the unacceptable conduct of Akufo-Addo's invisible forces leads to reprisal attacks.
I am not surprised at all, because throughout the campaign I kept warning that we all know the best gauge of anybody's conduct in future is his conduct in the past. And we know the conduct of the various presidential candidates, including Nana Addo then, and his record of encouraging violence and violent conduct. Now we are all here. You are all witnesses.
That's Johnson Esiedon Ketia. He is the General Secretary of the opposition NDC. Now, these are areas that have been literally taking over that by the NPP supporters. Areas attacked so far: Kwame Nkrumah, Flats in Latebio Kosho. Only just see it on your screens right now. Temahabo Passport Office, MC for Valegia's vehicle, Oswatag, NADMO office at Sagnerugu District, put under lock and key, Rattray Park in Kumasi, NHL office in Tamale. These are areas, just but a few, that have had to suffer this. But I've been joined in studio here by Solomon Nkansa, who is a communications officer of the NDC, and Echo Vincent Sefo as a member of the NPP communication team, A2 Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Good evening to you. Actually, great. It's good to have you. What is this red armband saying, Solomon? What is it for?
Let me extend my greetings to your cherished viewers and also urge Ghanaians to have confidence in the government of His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. The NDC believes that he is not aware of what is happening. That is why today we held a press conference to draw his attention to what is happening in the country with regards to what their invisible forces have been doing. But this handband depicts the fact that all is not well and Ghanaians are in danger as a result of him having ascended to the throne as a president.
So Solomon, I see two conflicting positions here. You say that President Akufo-Addo is not aware. You assume he's not aware.
Yes.
So you addressed the press conference to bring his attention.
Yes.
But then you are accusing him as well of being the one behind these attacks.
The first thing is that
I see those two positions.
No. You need to accept the fact that what we have done is to let him know that these are the things happening. And so wearing an armband depicts the fact that Ghanaians are in danger under his tenure as a president of the republic. That is why we had the press conference. If he were to be aware, he would have called on his people to stop this unacceptable behavior.
But there's been executive members of the NPP who have called on the membership to restrain and remain calm in the wake of this transitional period.
Have they heeded to that call? Around this time, same time, 2009, His Excellency President Morse, even though on the low side of what is happening, had called and instructed the security apparatus to deal ruthlessly with anybody who takes security of the state to ransom. We have not heard from His Excellency President Nana Addo. And it has also happened under his watch and at his nose at the Flagstaff House, where a police officer was beaten mercilessly. Nothing has happened.
A police officer was beaten at the Flagstaff House?
At the Flagstaff House.
Who is this person and for what reason was he beaten? That is, if the information you're giving to me is anything to go by.
The reason You and I cannot know. But the fact is that the man has
You're
been meeting.
making an emphatic statement, and I believe that the viewers will want enough information from you. The
fact
bearer
is that
of the statement, what exactly happened?
The fact is that for any reasons best known to the invisible forces who are also allowed to operate in the Flagstaff House, you need to ask anybody who is very close to President Akufo-Addo or he himself to tell you whether it took place or not. For us, we've informed you that this is what took place.
No, but I was just asking you a question about what exactly
I wasn't
to that beating.
a witness to that event.
But you have information.
I have just told you that this is what took place.
But as if why? And they are questioning the silence of President Akufo-Addo on this, even though executive members of the NPP have spoken. They're expecting that he should, being the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, in charge of the security of this country, make an emphatic statement condemning these attacks and having them arrested. Is there something that has kept him silent on this?
Okay, a very good evening to your cherished viewers and to your humble self and to Solomon as well. For me, I think that this is no issue at all. It's not an issue that really demands a red band, especially on the first week of President Akufo-Addo's tenure at office.
But quite
party,
frankly, it's a matter of concern.
I'll come to that. I'll come to that. The reason I said that was the fact that President tells us that whenever there is a change of government, some of these more practices actually happens. The NPP as a party frown on such things in its entirety. We do not support such things happening at this point in time. The party's leadership have really come out to condemn these acts. But you see, the NDC, for me, should not of doing some of these. Now, I do not want to go on that equalization tangent. It's not really going to enhance our discussion. But the fact is that going on with this red band at this point in time is needless.
They say that it's a clear registration of their displeasure about the issues going on, and I think that it's no news to you that some members of the NDC, and indeed people who are in government institutions that have been attacked by NPP members, have been at the receiving end of some of these attacks by your party supporters. So it's not a case.
But I am also telling you that they do not have the moral capacity to complain on such things.
I'm going to find out
2009.
Why. I will get into the historical analysis of this, but that doesn't justify.
Absolutely, I've actually condemned it in this
ability to take care of every Ghanaian. Indeed, he pleaded to Ghanaians that they should give him the mandate to come and lead us. Right. So we don't need to plead to him to protect us, because he came to meet a country where every Ghanaian was going about his business without any hindrance. And upon his assumption to power, these things have ceased and a new things have come, and we think that it will not augur well and to undermine our peaceful coexistence as a nation, and to also undermine the security and the free movement of Ghanaians. This is what the NDC call.
So this is the concern, even though there's history, but it doesn't justify what's happening, does it?
Absolutely not. The point is that I think I've already made it clear that the NPP as a party really condemns such an act. We found at it.
Condemnation. Finally, beyond the
what's his problem?
Please,
we condemn it in its entirety.
Okay.
I want to use this platform to also appeal to all party people to also know that there are steps or there are procedures to be able to make sure that you take over governance. And so in the law or the tenets of the law, we should try as much as possible to move within that. And as the party have really condemned that, let's go through that and make sure that some of these unlawful acts really happen in the near future.
Absolutely. Also deal with them. Okay, Vincent Sefo is a member of the NPP communication team, actually aide to Samira Baumia, I must say. And also Solomon Nkansa is a communications officer of the largest opposition, NDC. They've raised those concerns. But then news just coming through, and I must let you know that the president, acting through the minister designate nominee for the local government ministry, has asked all municipal district chief executives, MMDCs, to vacate their post and hand over all documents to the district coordinating council that's there. So we'll be getting